and it is Scrawny and Lourdes to guide you through all the action.
Thank you so much, Freya, Kassad, and Luis. It is time to Outsiders OG to get underway. A bit of a sour taste, obviously, for OG to deal with, but hey, if there's any chance for NEOFRAG, for maybe degster, or maybe Fiku to step up and take the place, the big hole that Flames leaves behind, tonight's the night. Nexa, NEOFRAG, headshots already, and NEOFRAG is going to go deep onto Tree to find himself the kill to Chiron. So a pistol could be a sigh of relief, because here's the reality with OG. We're talking about a team of young players who are supposed to have potential to become world beaters. They get a lot of experience versus the best teams because they themselves are partners, and sometimes we talk about inconsistency issues with the likes of Fiku and NEOFRAG. Today, again, there's space to be taken, and I would love to see one of those two individuals just go above and beyond.
Yeah, so we'll find out how OG want to use Rugga in this situation. When it comes to Inferno, we can talk about Flamesy spots a little bit as we go through the maps. And he's mostly playing like rotation roles, lurk roles, and supporting things. So I think right now, at least for Rugga, he won't be the focal point when it comes to, for example, taking banana control. With all of the OG players, I think one of their greatest strengths is that they kind of have 5 entry players. They have 5 players who all can put up entries, and they actually might not need that as much, so we'll see if Rugga is a problem, but they like to keep it simple. That might fit with the style, and right now they're grouping up for another explode here on the B site.
Site currently stacked, of course. Nades over top. NEOFRAG add an additional layer, and we'll see how much of the setup gets unraveled. It's damage versus degster. That's going to make it a little bit awkward for him to keep on going. And top oranges from Fame could be a big place. Sure enough, just as they cross out, Chiron drops them with the Desert Eagle. Degster catching flits, but the bomb's now just been thrown down to the dirt. We've got Degster and Fiku in a 2 versus 3, and these CTs aren't going to give up possession too easily. Nice recovery from Degster. 2 additional kills, 4 of them on the round. Even though he's the first player to get tagged up when they get to that B site, he's the only guy to do anything and nearly does everything.
Wow,
James turned away.
Wow, he's not even going to go for it. Actually kind of surprised. I mean, obviously, it's just a 5-7 here. But they might know that Dexter's really low. Either way, it looks like he can punish maybe 5 players if he gets all the way around. So, well, let's see what he thinks about the situation. Well, yes, Degster wasn't really there in their last match, and he was just kind of okay, but we need him to be unbelievably good. And with his consistency, you can see that happen sometimes. Okay, Jane, he'll get his punish. It looks like.
Definitely so. Even just being here kills Degster.
He doesn't even run at him at the end.
Of course he doesn't.
That's great. It's just not the first thing on his mind.
It's James. The human calculator. Yeah, here's Degster getting dinked down to 36.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And, yeah. M4, FAMAS, and an MP9 out of Outsiders. I don't want to let off the pedal just yet. Early nade damage. Ooh, substantial. Nexa nearly dead already. That would have been a full belt of nades down.
Yeah. All right, another kind of winnable spot here for Outsiders with the amount of utility damage that has already come in. MP9's looking stronger than ever.
Damn, man.
Qikert, top performer. Going crazy.
You know, we talk about Degster's ability to clutch. Like when the pressure's on, he just kind of finds that new level that nobody else can keep up with. That catches you off guard. What if he accesses that level? What if every round from the start of the game feels like a clutch because they're playing man down? You know, I don't know, mentally, with the performance coach nearby, there's got to be some kind of mental angle he can maybe take and just get crazy.
It looks like James saw him. I'm not sure if that was clear to the mid guys that they were spotted, but he rotated into the site. So it looks like their arch trap will come down. It's a very smart move here for the T side. And James dies.
It's a good start, but it's also exactly what's going to draw them into all the additional CTs. Biku over towards the little pit. It's Flit and Fame and Flit again. 3 kills, excellent from Outsiders. All the players in the right positions, and nobody drops their shots.
Those are great rotations, and I think Outsiders. So a lot of the times you see OG take like Banana and then transform it into a hit without thinking too much about it. And I feel like it was actually kind of a brave call for Outsiders to get the pressure off on Banana, lose information, get this kill, and then rotate out to the A site, because OG oftentimes do not second-guess themselves, and it's the right call. So James makes it.
Already a few good calls. Think about how close that second round came. Until degster puts up the 4 frags.
Unfortunately, OG sustained so many deaths in these past couple that they're now fairly broke.
Little boost up here for degster. He's going to keep climbing. Then Fame times the peak, connects the headshot before degster can really get his crosshair back up in position, so no chance at a fight back there. And Outsiders, they're just going to keep the pressure high. Not give OG much room to breathe inside of this A brackets, so it'll force them back to the B site, and if they hit it fast enough, even though there's a smoke up right now, simply kill Qikert.
Yeah, no one's moving yet, even though they have full bracket control. So, well, Qikert all alone. He's got a smoke for himself. Sometimes you can threaten the lurk in with it. It looks like Flip moves in just in time. He's got a flash on his back.
Yeah. No CT smoke here for OG, so they've missed that timing. That would have been free. But Flit does get flashed, so at least the util finds its mark. Qikert gonna drop Rug up. Then Flit inches forward towards the cross, keeps it nice and clean. The headshots are there for Flit, as we've come to expect.
Yeah. Outsiders are moving very nicely right now. I mean, they're floating a lot. They're kind of striking me as like a snail version of Heroic. Like, they're not running around, but they are walking around.
Sure.
Yeah. We are seeing them move back and forth very fluidly between the A and B site, making callouts. Here, nexa probably shouldn't contend when they smoke mid, because normally Boiler's a little stronger when they have to worry about mid as well, but it's just a force buy. So now, nothing left here for OG. And I feel for Ruga. I think Outsiders is the last team I would want to play, even if I was really good. But if I was also a coach and didn't have much tier 1 experience, well, this might be hell. Outsiders are tricky enough for the best in the world.
I'm curious if Outsiders start to play a different pace once they get onto the offense. Whether they size up Ruga and think, you know, maybe today's the day we try something new for once.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's give him a break, shall we?
No, I feel like James' philosophy is scribed in stone.
Yeah. The Rosetta Stone of CS. Block's going to jump around middle. Ooh, James falls off his perch. Nexa will kill one, but obviously A1Ss, which we see an abundance of on Outsiders. And I would say even just in general, I'll be curious to see how Katowice ends up comparing to the end of 2022, just because...
It's dead even right now, actually.
Yeah, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's...
A1Ss, I don't know. I feel like they're on the bit of a comeback here.
Yeah. There's some teams clearly are preferring them. And I think it's always good when you have... You know, if all your team can use one gun or really likes to, then that's nice for dropping people. They don't have to be good with both guns or comfortable with both sprays. But at the same time, different positions call for it on different maps as well, which has been really cool to watch because both guns seem viable right now.
I still think that it's James telling his teammates they have to play A1S so they can afford more ops.
Without even saying a word.
Yep. Kind of thing. It's a given. Just like this Flit kill. Given over. Easily. NEOFRAG. He'll be at half health, but he's got the 5v4 set up. Singular hold towards top banana. Qikert bullets not far off. We got a chance here, OG. Ruga gets burned forward by the molly. The rest of the pack gets cut off, and James gonna clip his wings in an instant. Falls back to the site to keep himself alive. And we wait for that balcony split to possibly come out of OG here. Chiron's gonna be concerned with Arch.
Wow.
Nice couple shots to finish off NEOFRAG, the little that was left of him. And so that 5v4 turns into a 3v4.
Yeah, we've seen very good rounds out of Fiku entering from the halls. He's been a standout player for OG. And also the last Polish player in contention to get into the SPO deck. Nexa, nice patience here. And suddenly 3v3 as outsiders try to figure out if it's going to be the B site. But now, will the reapproach be successful? Fame getting into a better spot here up on balcony. If they kill him, they have a round.
Oh. Gonna get caught with the nade out and the insta headshot. Characteristic of the likes of Fame and Flit. James buys his time. Doesn't bite down until it's the one he needs, but let's see it from Nexa. 4 kills deep this map already. CTs could line up. He's got confirmation on both. Oh, Nexa! 2 headshots, point blank, to tie it up for OG.
Hey, well done.
And inspire Degster.
And to be honest, I think I saw Degster shoulder peeking there just for Nexa to cross below him. So pretty selfless of him to do that. And you see Bomb gets down safely, 1v2 from the captain. And he also helps win the round by allowing this AT to be possible, killing another A player, putting pressure on Fame. Fiku frustrated with that one.
Understandably. Just get some barrel stuff.
It is so super hard to read that Fame would have gone back up onto the balcony. That's usually a rotation you can't make. That was a good move from him.
I'm sure Fiku's thinking any death that doesn't come with a kill is just going to make things even harder for OG. Oh, but they can't really afford that slack to be given over. Degster sets him up another 5 versus 4, a smoke to the CT cross and a chance for the T's to follow through, but Chiron, quick kill. NEOFRAG. He may have fallen, but Nexa's going to bring this back. We'll see if the Fiku Lurk A site ends up netting OG another one. It's the deep smokes for the moment that keep outsiders outside of the B site. Chiron's peeling all the way back.
No advantage, no retake, and they'll fall away.
They give it up that easily, huh?
Yeah, it's actually our first time casting outsiders here at the group stage, so
everybody has to take a turn.
But OG fighting hard. And again, I think in every one of their matches, they're able to win rounds because they have so many entry players. And one good entry player can win a round, and that's where their T-side magic has come from. They're very comfortable playing at disadvantaged situations, still execing, and still winning.
I think we got a really good performance out of Nexa on Mirage in a previous series. And that was a really welcome sight. Again, happens every once in a while that Nexa just goes above and beyond, can still frag, no doubt. Again, today's the day we need to see that from him, NEOFRAG, Fiku, and Degster. No more consistency issues. It's been taken from them. We want to fight for it. They are. A lead here early on the T side for OG. But obviously an easy bounce back buy for outsiders and a lot of early pressure towards B in terms of numbers. Chiron's going to leave now.
Right now, protecting alt is Fiku. No intention, it looks like, for things to go back towards A, but it's still early in the round. James staggers the peak. We saw Degster capitalize on a flash last time. No one here posting at the moment, but yes, they are going to continue forward. I think outsiders know it. Oh, maybe not, actually. James starts to leave.
Hear that presence, and they're still pulling it back. James very much getting deeper and deeper on that A site.
Own util at A with Fiku, so it must be respected since they don't have information on bracket. If they gamble now, it's sort of blindly or a really good read. But we still have good utility. 30 seconds as Molly comes down right where they're going to set up their nades. That'll make things uncomfortable and make them feel like there's more CTs here than they want. And another smoke. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, they got to come through this. That's it.
Now it gets tough. And Qikert, he's going to play this one point blank. OG, no, not ideal, but they're still going to give this one the try. Blinded at first. Qikert, clean up, flits pistols out. And sure enough, because of that utility, unfortunately for OG, it's a bit of a brick wall. And I think it's an understandable problem that we've already seen in 1 or 2 rounds where we see everybody either taking Rugga's grenades from him or giving Rugga grenades. In this case, it was the flashbangs that got, you know, just juggled back to him. And it's those minute little timings that usually everybody's already up to speed on protocols. And you know, it's just so much more fluid.
Sure, I think you're exactly right. I mean,
that 5-second period is what makes the difference here.
If you're about to make a decision, it gets interrupted or you waste too much time, yeah, things like this will happen. And I see why Jame was leaving that entire time, because they had an extra smoke. He said that even if you do execute, you can take the best positions to hold this through a smoke. So, well, nice hold nonetheless.
Chiron peeks from degster's right side. NEOFRAG gonna bail back with the AWP at least. Maybe try to save that one. Assuming outsiders let them.
Oh,
nice
wow.
nades.
Could that be any more perfect?
Disgusting.
There's nowhere to go.
Chucks a flashback. Nope, it's a smoke.
So good at managing all their utility.
It's a well-tested approach to the game that even the best teams in the world are afraid of. OG struggles as of late, and an extra layer on top of that one. So another smoke. This one picked up off of the dead body of Nexa. Now the T's smoke getting used against them at the 30-second mark. You cannot go banana. It is closed.
That's a tough one. Can't count that grenade. So, well, it's also a smoke they could have used for their hit. Still going to commit here, it looks like. 20 seconds, Glock in hand. Got to go die.
Niku gets killed first. Rugga just trying to set him up by jumping around. And again, that op could be saved. Hopefully. If you can get that in the hands of degster next round, there's a chance. NEOFRAG. Ooh, he's getting hunted. They know he's in here. They're coming for it. Oh, and the drive-by USP is going to sweep that one away.
Oof.
After time?
Oh, was it?
I don't know. He's 1450. Nope. Unless he had that saved.
Well, the other difficult part for Rugga is that he might come up with a lot of utility that they use, but remembering it is a whole different ballgame. People really underestimate how difficult it is. With the amount of utility that comes into every single map and every single side of every single map, it's the player's job to know every single piece of utility necessary by their IGL, by their coach. But the coaches themselves aren't actively practicing, memorizing, and that kind of thing. So you've got to kind of take what you can get with what he'll bring into the match. We don't know how active he is in his off time when he's not spending time preparing. So unfortunately, there are no real advantages from having your coach in the server. Even the the analysis of the rounds and stuff, it's a much different look to see it watching from behind your players than it is to be in the server with limited information and only vision of yourself.
And you know, sometimes there's certain coaches that I think
Gary
could put up a fight, but you know, listen, Rugga's a family man. I feel like he's got other things to do on top of doing his job. Which again, doesn't entail pressing the buttons. Fame, double kill off the A1S.
Oh!
Nexa hits the deagle shot.
Oh, Rugga!
There he is. First kill on the board. And it's in a round where they have a chance because the deagle gets caught in the open. Sure enough, he adds one to the tally alongside his teammates, and with pistols, they've got themselves a chance. Nexa with the AK upgrade.
Oh, come on. I think he has to try to test that, surely.
James says no.
Dude, there's no moto smoke. They came in on an eco round, and he has the one rifle fighting him from mini pit. All right.
There's an op to be
saved. He found
saved.
his excuse. Oh, yeah, didn't get it.
Didn't even get the op.
Wait, why didn't he get the op? It was right in front of him, right?
Yeah, maybe those spam shots scared him away.
Wow. Fickle Qikert.
Because James has calculated the risk versus reward, and he has decided you leave now.
I'm going to say he calculated wrong. That's right.
NEOFRAG dies to bomb, but guess what? We got Rugga on the scoreboard. We got OG tying up at 5. A little grace given over.
The stat for Outsiders was at the Rio Major. They had 1 extra buy per map than every other team because of the amount they saved, which is like a whole gun round.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's the justification for this ideology right there.
I mean, Valve could balance the game and the economy and influence and incentivize different things based on Outsiders' gameplay because they've optimized more than everyone else.
It really is a cult.
But Outsiders, they don't need another nerf. They got the 5-bullet op nerf, Dust 2 removed. Valve said, your era stops now. But, well, what can we say about that round? Rugga wins it 100%. That long distance Tech 9
yes, sir.
allowed them to get to the site. Headshot.
The game stays tied. James looking to knock them down, but Degster's posted on the angle. We got the Degster versus James fight going down at the B site. Haven't really had the head-to-head at A. NEOFRAG and 2 teammates, bomb included, sizing up Banana. Smoke's going down. Qikert's got another one here. Flit currently empty belt, but there could be a cache of utility. Looking like it's just the Qikert smoke. We're at the 35 seconds. Pit player in Fame also has one. So if he drops off either side of this split, then that could have kept them back. But instead, he just puts it down at his feet preemptively.
Very smart. 30-second mark, so.
He's got a little gap to work with on the short lane. Sees them crossing over.
Wow.
Tracks Rugga nicely. Chiron. It's a bomb delivered at his feet. Him and James gonna lock this one in unless Nexa can really come through with NEOFRAG. 7 seconds to that clock, and Chiron
They can't even go for this. They have to go back.
feeling comfortable enough. Degster will find the op shot. Nexa gets the next kill.
Okay.
If they had 3 more seconds, 4 more seconds, then maybe they can get that one. But because of the smoke towards Moto, it really does screw them over. Outsiders back to winning ways.
Yeah, and again, Outsiders, it feels like they have unlimited smokes. With how late they come out, it's very hard to bait this utility out. Seems to be on the right side at the right time. And yeah, that's the key thing for Fame right there is, you know, if you start seeing utility and you don't have the smoke down on Bike, for example, then all that's going to happen is you're going to throw your smoke down and miss your chance to shoot. So it's really on OG to try to get that kind of utility out earlier, to force him to use it before the 30-second mark. Otherwise, it's just checkmate.
Ouch. Molly on their feet.
God.
Qikert lines it up. There was a couple of guns coming into this one, but one's already down. Degster dead in an instant alongside NEOFRAG. And now you're going to lean on Rugga, Fiku, and Nexa. I tried to paint this picture of OG coming in with their 4 usual suspects and everybody providing impact, but at the moment, you know, Fiku still has 0 kills.
Yeah.
You can afford that on a day when Flames has got 8 like the rest of everybody else, but no slack today for OG. The Outsiders feel no sympathy here. 5 versus 2, very comfortable. Banana control again. Just poking and prodding, and they will lose one Banana, but the close corner occupied,
wow.
and Flit doesn't miss.
They came for him, too. Try to pull off that hard clear. Fit swings at the same time. And they lock it up. I mean, it feels like Outsiders are playing very well, but it's still only a 2-round lead here in the first half of Inferno.
A couple rounds given over, as Outsiders do.
Yes.
They'll give you rounds, but they won't give you wins.
Yeah. Nip.
It is the way.
Those Nip score lines were just so ridiculous. It was like they 16-5 in the first half, and then it's like they have the shortest memory ever. They just come back and win 2 maps, no problem.
Hit by the bottle, but Flit
Wow.
still gets out of dodge.
I can't believe he fought like that. Degster had every right to approach.
Consumed by the fire. And Outsiders throw it right back. Keeps NEOFRAG relegated to the corner on 28 HP. Nexa tagged up. Still tries to connect through smoke, but it's not there, not yet. CT's gonna boost on the wall as NEOFRAG looks into the site, but nothing there for the taking. James goes back around coffins. If he extends out unsafely, then maybe he gets plucked, but it's gonna be Qikert first contact. James sliding ever closer. That's exactly what forces Nexa into Qikert and gives away another frag. OG 3v5, hit by flashbangs on the brink of sight with smoke towards cross, but a gap on that. Oof. And James tries to post, knowing NEOFRAG's already gotten over towards the pit.
Oh.
It's a quick flick up. Fiku 0-11 now.
Oh, damn.
Not even given a chance to cross over, but the bomb plant's here for OG. Retake needed. Massive ask of NEOFRAG and Rugga. And as they go peeking into construction, NEOFRAG at least gets one. 4 more to go. Split coming in. Tries to section it off back towards cross. Trying to play both sides of this, but of course, Outsiders so calculated on the approach. Never did it seem like that one's likely.
Yeah, great round there. And clearly they were having trouble organizing who smoked CT. I think Nexa didn't want to do it since he was very close and had to fight a potential quad player, someone emo. And so threw it himself. It was a little off. James hit a hard shot. It was very nice. And they kept numbers high.
Fiku has 3 ADR.
3 ADR.
3 ADR.
3?
3.
Rugga carrying his ass.
3 ADR with an assist.
Damn.
Whew.
Yeah, man, he's been one of the T-side Inferno players. It's been great to watch. I think when we talk about entry players on this team, and they're all good at entering, he's definitely at the top. He's also a great closer, but not in this match yet.
Not today.
Ooh, NEOFRAG, big one. They might be organizing a very ambitious CT split, though. Op to try to stop him. Op misses.
It's a chance to at least close the distance. James clips Nexa. Qikert's got the first towards Banana.
Oh my.
James just plucking him from the skies. Shot after shot, he's landing these. Rugga's got the AK and Fiku on the Galil. This one is a real chance. Fiku has to deliver now. Rugga, he's got himself another kill, but now both T's very low. The nade takes down Fiku, and we've got Rugga in a clutch. Goes out towards Banana, nearly kills Fame, which would have just pushed it into the 1v1, but instead it is Outsiders with a 9th.
Rugga 1v2 would have been beautiful there. Potential chance to win it. Almost figuring out what to do in that situation. And again, arch split through CT. Very ambitious. Nearly figured it out. Got that bomb planted. It was a close round, but the money is irrelevant. Round 15 here. Both teams will buy. OG just happy to get a bomb plant. Oh, Rugga got 2 kills in that round.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
3 and 12 now. Oh, NEOFRAG. I feel like he's been trying to get the ball rolling, but he is also the #1 victim of nades at the moment from Outsiders. Him and Degster, honestly.
Really feels like everyone's HEs on CT side Inferno have gotten better. G2s, Heroics.
I co-sign.
Yeah. People are spacing them out more and throwing them in the same spots, but at different timings, and it feels like whoever prepares better is just getting so much value out of these. Oh, the second flash is great, but Nexus Spray's even better.
The idea is awesome. And it nearly works.
Oh, are they going to come through this?
Qikert gonna close in on NEOFRAG. Running out of bullets here. 7 shots left.
Ooh.
Uses all of them to kill Nexa. And has to swap out to the 5-7. Now, of course, James comes over throwing flashes. OG too timid to follow through. We'll try to redirect, and sure enough, that is an open A site. Entirely open.
Oh my god.
It's a quick run back from Chiron.
Let's see where he plays. He's going to try to cheat over to the site. Yeah, he's making A brave rotation in. Allows
does
space
get there
for
in
Fame.
time.
Yeah. Just in time.
Fame also able to throw himself into the site. Balcony won't be a problem. They can fixate into shorts. And Fame, 19 health left over. Dropped by degster. We want to talk about degster's clutch. We want to talk about OG's hope. Well, this is another one. He swaps out to the AK immediately. It's full HP on James, but he's got the headshot angle of the mid box, and he's trying to size it up, but the pistol from James slides wide, and Outsiders will take that 10th on this CT half. It's a half that could have even been more, but OG will have 5 at least to work with. We need to see a step up from key OG individuals if they're gonna have a chance. So we jump back into Inferno with a 10-5 Outsiders CT side. All of the Outsiders players coming together to perform well. And Outsiders, well, capable. But a team that's playing with their coach, an added issue. On top of that, we get an underperformance out of Fiku, and it just feels like OG are on such an uphill battle at the moment. But maybe CT side serves them better. Maybe a pistol can help. They can close that gap. They've got nowhere else to be. Nothing else to be playing for other than another chance to continue this run to the Spodek. We got Chev and Jay on the buttons. And we got Outsiders taking their time. Shocking.
Shouldn't have given him so much clock.
They'll have one flash, one smoke for Jame and Flit and Fame at the front. Degster's going to hear all this movement. We see the mid-CT start to run out towards Boiler. But once they get into the pit, Outsiders just chill for a second. Looking for an easy opening kill. Fiku will get Gush. Degster tries his damnedest, but he's going to die empty-handed. And as those bracket players double back towards Arch, allowing the mid-flank to take their original position, they just find themselves smoked out. So big retake needed. Oh, Nexa
no.
just about to find Flit with his back turn, but Flit has that internal timing to a T. And OG, looking like Outsiders, run away with utility to save.
Did that look strange to you? Like they didn't, like Degster just didn't have any help for that long?
Yeah. I thought the bracket guys would come up short, but then Fiku got Gush, wanted to go back.
Yeah, so the two Cubby guys, I think, you know, bracket control is it matters, but it's not everything. And I think when they didn't see anything, you know, they had a very strong weakness towards halls. There was a huge gap in timing. Of course, there could have been some late mid-explode, but even in a late mid-explode situation, you could be spotting from Moto, playing on the site, and have 3 on the site. So a lot of that came down to Degster, and of course, I guess Fiku tried, but immediately sent away by a headshot. Tyron's got to watch that posture. That's how, yeah, Qikert said he changed his posture because he got back problems. So he started sitting close to his monitor, but like upright instead of leaning. In his Taekwondo stance.
Yeah, there's a few of them, man. Sometimes Jabby makes me nervous too. Feel like his head's going to flop forward one day. He's going to forehead his keyboard. But you can fix those problems down the road.
No, you can't. Take care of your back.
You can only win now.
True. How much prize money is worth your back? You let us know in the comments. We get 10 likes for a fast Outsiders round.
It's not enough. James knows his value.
Yeah, James owns on YouTube. He's demanding thousands of likes. James Time channel, unparalleled CSGO channel. He has made it a point to be better than the other pros making CSGO channels.
Yep.
He's done a pretty damn good job.
Come on, Fiku. Now or never, kid. Smoke in front of the pack. Oh,
He's getting it today.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, obviously Fiku's not performing to his best ability, but also, like, is he just getting owned? Did he do anything wrong there? Flit's blind according to the kill feed.
You know, every time I do an unlucky or bad on my channel, it's games like these, right? And you go back and you watch, and it's always a mix. You know, it's like you don't get 114 completely unlucky. Okay, Zywoo's was actually his worst game ever. It was actually completely unlucky. Which makes sense for a guy who's that consistent.
Okay.
But most of the time, it's going to be like 2-3 rifle rounds that you notice they made a mistake on. One bad spray. The confidence falls off, you know, when you're 1-9, 1-10. And then the other kills, you're getting instud, you know, every other round, which is a typical day in CSGO at the top level. But yeah, not much presence from him on P side. We saw some visible frustration from him. Into now, it may be too late to recover. Maybe not. I don't know. But no money here again for Outsiders, for OG. God damn it. For Fnatic, Heroic, Anavi.
IHC, Cloud9, Liquid, Complexity, EG, EG2, EG3.
This is a list of teams that could be at this point of the bracket. Okay, that's what I was going for.
Okay. Yeah, cover your bases, man. That's how I know that analysis is just plug and play.
Just swap out any team name with all the analysis.
It's like play-by-play. Just change the names of the players. I'm sorry, Rugga. I'm sorry that had to be you.
Got it so bad right there.
You deserve better.
He wasn't even really peeking.
You deserve better. But another tough dose of reality for OG.
Degster has 38 ADR. How much ADR does Fiku have right now? It was 3 at the end of the first half, yeah.
16 now.
16, damn.
An improvement.
Maybe we can get some util damage here.
Degster could time this flank to perfection. They have stopped watching it. Doesn't look Arch where the first kill sits because he's going to chase the short guys, but the MP9 gets away from him. A little too much rate of fire on that baddie.
Like, where the hell did he come from?
Flick going to sit into logs. Here's this pack of CTs coming. Deals with 2 of the 3. And, of course, A-Site's going to be taken away. NEOFRAG just looking to save the AK. Smoke back, trying to trick James. But one does not trick James.
James didn't push at all.
One gets tricked by James. And that's exactly what happens here to NEOFRAG. Comes down the ramp and dies out. Outsiders, 13-5.
He just didn't believe it at all. Heard the smoke. Clearly, he must be running away. No. You're coming to me.
I was curious how, you know, I feel like, unfortunately, because this isn't OG at their full capabilities, you know, I was keeping an eye on Chiron throughout this event. I think many ex-outsiders will say that when you first get added to the team, it can be a lot to kind of take in, to grasp the system, to be indoctrinated into James' cult. I hear there's a lot of reading involved.
Yeah.
A few rituals.
The prayers.
Including chicken bones and...
I can't imagine what the Outsiders' hazing is.
Eye of Newts.
You must take ayahuasca and dream you are a tree for 100 years.
And inside that tree, you find James.
It's just his hair.
I am Father Time. We are all the clock. And they'll play all the clock every round that they choose to. Little posturing going on at Banana. It's going to leave OG worse for wear. Low health Degster and Fiku. And it is a crawl of a rotation, but it's coming over fast enough, unless Outsiders really go fast.
They got their smokes down so quickly, the CTs might not be comfortable going through. Let's see, they flash. Oh, they got a dink. More players hurt, but not dead. Oh!
So many hit by damage. Flit, James, Chiron, Qikert, all in that problematic spot, just like Degster and Fiku.
Dies.
But it's a 4 versus 3, and they're all going to go back, and the B site's clear because Outsiders know what you're doing.
Yeah, they killed Degster. They saw him take an off shot over on the B site.
They know what you're up to.
That's tough. That's tough. And they got a tag on Fiku as well. Free bomb plant, 3 CTs. Hoping and praying it comes back to their side, but nope, that's not the case. Such low HP. Highest HP player of these 4 from Outsiders. 54 on Qikert. Damn, this is shaping up to be like one of Fiku's worst maps, like just ever, honestly. Really unfortunate. We're rooting for him as the last standing pole. I think is an apt way to describe it. Because all poles are standing. Otherwise, they're logs.
Okay. Enough of you.
I'm going to scrub it. Final pole. But it's looking like the South Pole right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Melting.
Yeah. I am not seeing any...
Worse maps than this?
Like the worst game I'm seeing, 7 kills scrolling all the way back to AGO time. So, yeah. Damn.
I wonder if that's because of Flames' absence, that, you know, there's some kind of, you know, like, who had to take different positions.
Yeah, it makes everything
roles.
harder.
It's
yeah.
like...
Well, nothing so far is the thing.
Yeah.
He was the Daddy Hall's player. So I think, okay, no one's easy to replace, but Flames, he plays flex on some maps, like on Overpass, he'll be the B rotator. So it's just that he's not playing any anchoring positions, and sometimes it's actually anchoring positions that are hardest for like coaches because they have to kill by being alone. Whereas like rotator, you can throw a lot of support grenades, which is kind of what Flames is doing. And so, I mean, I don't want to drop an excuse for Fiku where there isn't one. And I would say that actually when they win games, T-side Inferno, he's getting Hall's entries, which are very hard to do, but I'd say he's good at them. CT side, maybe it's not even fair to speak about. We're barely seeing a CT side at this point. This will be one last chance to sort of get back into the game. But we could say this is not a great performance, unfortunately.
Not OG's best day.
Yeah.
But I think it's also fair to say no one expected it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, very sudden. Hope Flamesy is okay.
Of course, that's what's most important, more than anything else. I'm sure even his teammates understand that.
Oh, nice kill. That's a nade smoke to take out James. Varga killed James.
No one can take that back from him.
Yeah.
He will end the day with that at least. And degster feels it. An inspiring kill from Rugga down mid. We just said this was kind of the last chance of this CT side to get into the game. They've done it. 5 alive, looking good. Of course, Outsiders will take every second of every round, and Fame hangs on to the AK here. So it's, at the very least,
good round. A good 5 alive, all rifle round where they just be rebuy utility, have a little bit of padding for the cash. Yeah, a nice tactic to start things out. They get mid control, info, they kill James. That's an op-down. They know it's B. And with the Chiron conversation, yeah, did see him hit some pretty good shots this event. They try it again, this time with the flash. Rugga down. Degster here. Oh! You know he hits it too.
Timing, man.
Oh, okay. So you don't molly hob it if you are going to approach really fast and you think the fallback's coming. They delay it and they transition into a flash. NEOFRAG.
Go.
Frey, it's decent.
He's tried. NEOFRAG. Feel like he has
not bad.
attempted to pick up a lot of slack. He's throwing himself up banana when they were on T side. It's the reason he was getting pelted by nades.
Yeah, that was a crazy move by Degster.
But it feels like at this point, you've got to get crazy. Textbooks, not enough. And so with the point blank op, Degster in the pocket, missed no scope. On a different day in a different round, maybe that one lands. Maybe then Outsiders lose another player, maybe 2, and OG's flank can get in position fast enough. There is still a little life on this. Fiku, his second kill of the map with Nexa still behind him. So they're going to send Fiku forward. We'll see if Nexa can trade out, whether he baits Fiku. Tries to catch them off guard. For all Outsiders know, there is a CT player inbound, but the op shot from James is very clean. And while Nexa does get the kill to Chiron, you gotta finish off James. 17 health behind the pillar, lets him get close. And sure enough, Nexa finds his target with time on the kit to give OG a 7.
Hey, well done. If Figo's kill opens that up on the retake, and Nexa does the rest. Another clutch for him in this match. OG lived to see another day. You can see Degster just going into hero mode here, you know. First of all, the re-aggression through the smoke is ridiculous. They needed that kill. Then he plays up close with all the utility coming in his direction, plays in front of it. Misses a no-scope. I think he may be a little unfortunate that he missed it. Can be the inaccuracy. Maybe could have quick scoped, excuse me. But still, his team wins the round, so I don't think he'll be bothered. Oh, wow.
Chance at another, and he takes it. Yikes. Not the worst thing to happen, that bad frag. This could very well just push Outsiders into the top brackets peak. Some util usage to the left side. Boiler player will be an additional layer to the offense here, but with fire in front of them, they'll just walk back towards Banana. They want to get Degster off this angle.
Oh, they didn't flash. They didn't flash. He's just trying to play anti just in case. Oh, he misses the timing.
Dude. So close it feels like, but NEOFRAG behind sandbags, unchecked. Unchecked, Flit turns!
Oh.
There's just no way!
He just switches out because he threw his smoke and he had to wait for a second. Oh my god.
Flit with the presence of mine and the smoke spam into the chest of Rugga.
Oh.
Dude,
he dies through CT.
Playing, he didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. Flit just turns, and even Flit turning there, like, you could still capitalize on that moment. Flit just pulled his gun back out.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that Flit, like an all-star from the Wild West, hits him with the quick draw. It felt like that M4 was only in one hand, you know? Hip fire, straight out the holster.
Like a revolver.
Banana Man down. And down bad. I really hope we have his perspective in the replay.
Damn.
No pressure.
I think
Max.
also NeoFrag started shooting, but he didn't insta-headshot, so... Well. So what degster's doing here is waiting for the window flash, trying to read the situation. And I think what they do is actually they run up into Banana and get tucked in that outpost spot. And then degster's on full alert, but doesn't know if they're going to come out dry. So he doesn't keep his face into the wall. Sort of hard to read, actually, from outsiders. And they were ready for his spot, so... Very smart approach. Degster trying again.
Good nade.
Oh, they don't kill him.
NeoFrag almost got him over.
There we go.
Edge and Fiku's Deagle will get the job done. Qikert's here to reclaim control.
Oh, right as they're re-smoking.
Playing with him. Nothing for free. The outsider's mantra. Desert Eagle of Fiku's gonna catch another kill, but it really does just feel like we're talking too late to show up. His third and fourth frag of the map in this round, the 23rd. Degster pressured by Util. Won't find the smoke shot. We've got a pit player, though. It's Rugga.
It's Rugga.
3 Ts coming at him. They've done a good job of isolating Rugga.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to lock in one, at least. It's something for OG to try and work with here. It's a mandatory retake needed, but the bomb gets cut off awkwardly. Nexa slid up silently. He's going to hear that apartments play, so now the other CTs can try to hone in on it. It's an easy stoppage as James is just killed on the jump across, and Fame's going to have to come in big 1v3. First kills his in an instant. It's low health for Fiku to the right side of Library, but a bomb plant that can't be stopped.
Oh, I think he knows they're both here now.
First time's a fake, second is the commit, and the CT stoic. Both on the wall, op scoped in. Fame goes forward, finishes Fiku off of the flash. He's looking for the last one, and Fame keeps this one clean. Outsiders from start to finish in full control versus a compromised OG. It was never going to be their easiest day in the office, and unfortunately, the beating will continue. We'll see you guys on Overpass in a moment.